So today we're checking out something that honestly might be one of the craziest RAM kits you can throw into a gaming or creator PC right now. This is the CORSAIR Vengeance DDR5 96GB kit running at 6000 MHz, CL36 timings, and 96 gigs of RAM. That number alone already sounds ridiculous for most people, but depending on what you do, this could actually make a lot of sense. Now, first thing, this isn't just about having a huge amount of memory. Because if all you wanted was capacity, there are cheaper options out there. The interesting thing here is a combination of massive capacity and seriously fast DDR5 speeds. And that changes the conversation completely. The second you pick up the box, you already know Corsair is targeting high-end builders. Clean industrial design, low-profile heat spreaders, matte gray finish. And honestly, it looks premium without trying too hard. No giant RGB light show here. This is more of that stealth performance aesthetic. And personally, I think it works really well, especially in minimal builds. Now, the configuration here is 2 sticks of 48GB memory. That means you still leave room on your motherboard for future upgrades, while already sitting at 96GB total. Which sounds insane because a few years ago, 32GB felt overkill. But now, with modern games, AI tools, heavy Chrome usage, 4K editing, Blender projects, virtual machines, streaming setups, and multitasking, RAM usage is climbing fast. And yes, before anyone says it, most gamers do not need 96GB of RAM. If your setup is mainly esports titles and casual gaming, you're probably completely fine with 32GB. But this kit isn't built for average users. This is enthusiast-level hardware. If you're editing massive video timelines in Premiere Pro, working inside After Effects, rendering huge scenes in Blender, running AI models locally, or multitasking like a maniac, then suddenly this starts making way more sense. And the speed matters too. 6000 MHz DDR5 is basically the sweet spot right now for a lot of AMD Ryzen systems, especially with AMD Expo support built in. You can literally enable Expo in BIOS and instantly unlock those optimized speeds without manually tuning everything yourself. But it also supports Intel XMP 3.0, which means this kit works beautifully on Intel systems too. So no matter which platform you're building around, compatibility is solid. Now, let's talk performance, because honestly, this is where things get interesting. Boot times feel instant. Applications launch ridiculously fast. Heavy multitasking becomes effortless. You can have Photoshop open, Premiere render in the background, 20 Chrome tabs running, Discord, Spotify, OBS recording, and the system still feels smooth. That's the biggest thing with high-end RAM setups like this. It's not always about raw FPS numbers in games. It's about responsiveness. Your entire PC just feels faster. Gaming performance is also excellent, especially in CPU-heavy titles. Open-world games load smoother, shader compilation feels faster, and modern AAA titles benefit from higher-speed DDR5 memory more than ever before. And because this kit runs at CL36 timings, latency is actually pretty respectable considering the massive capacity. Usually with huge RAM kits, timings get worse. But Corsair balanced things pretty well here. Thermals are also surprisingly solid. The aluminum heat spreaders do a good job keeping temperatures under control even during long workloads. And because the modules are low profile, compatibility with large air coolers is excellent. That matters a lot because oversized RAM heatsinks can become annoying really quickly in compact builds. Thankfully, that's not an issue here. Another thing I like is stability. DDR5 early on had a reputation for weird instability and memory training issues. But DDR5 has matured a lot, and kits like this feel way more refined now. Enable Expo or XMP, reboot once, and you're basically good to go. Now, obviously, there's one major downside here, and that's price. This is premium memory. You're paying for speed, capacity, reliability, and brand reputation all together. So this definitely isn't a budget upgrade. But if you're already building a high-end workstation or flagship gaming setup, RAM is one of those components that directly affects your day-to-day experience. And going cheap on memory inside a premium build honestly doesn't make much sense. What I really like about this kit is that it feels future-ready. Games are getting heavier. Applications are becoming more demanding. AI workloads are exploding right now. And having 96 gigabytes of fast DDR5 memory means your system is probably staying relevant for a very long time. So overall, this CORSAIR Vengeance DDR5 96GB 6000 MHz kit is ridiculously powerful, surprisingly efficient, clean-looking, and built for serious users who want top-tier performance without compromise. And honestly, if you're building a dream PC in 2026, this might actually be one of the smartest upgrades you can make. Hi guys, if you want to buy this CORSAIR Vengeance DDR5 RAM 96GB 6000 MHz kit, then please visit the link provided in the description.